guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing this eye makeup look here today, so it's going to be a full face of makeup today and I'll be talking you through it as well, which will be really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Now don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when my video is up. Today what we're actually playing with, which is I feel like the main star of the show, is the Colourpop Supernova shadow in Walk of Fame. So this is like the liquid sort of glittery type of shadow that I'm playing with, which I never really get to play with before, so this is going to be fun. So I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial and let's roll the video. I'm going to start off with foundation. I'm going to go in with my NARS Sheer Glow. This is pretty much my all-time favorite foundation and my tan is fading from the summertime, so I mean we're into May now, so it's a given. So I'm actually back to this shade now, which is medium 1 Punjab. And I'm just going to put a little on my hand and apply it. The reason why I'm doing foundation first is because the eyeshadows that I'm working with aren't very, there's not much fallout, so I'm very confident in doing my base first. And I kind of like doing my base first as well because then it just kind of lets it sit into the skin as well. So I'm going to just apply that onto my face. I've just applied the foundation on, and to blend it in I'm going to use a damp sponge, and this is the Real Techniques perfecting sponge. So I'm just using the flat side and I'm basically dabbing it in. What I've learnt from applying foundation is that you actually have to take your time. You can't really rush it because it won't blend properly, so I'm going to take my time doing this and then we'll move on to brows.
Sorry if it's hard to catch my vibe.
Okay, what I'm going to do is do my brows, so I'll just be right back and I'm just going to quickly do them for you now.
For the ride, it's not easy for someone to catch my eye, but I've been waiting for you for my whole damn life.
Okay, so now I've just done my brows, they're on, and I was using the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder that I always use, and this is in the shade 3, so this is a really good powder to use. I've used it so much that I've created a little indent in there, so yeah, I use this like every single day. Okay, I've just primed my lids as well. I'm going to go in with my Morphe 350 M palette, and I'm going to take this shade here, which is a nice cool tone brown here. And we're going to take that on a fluffy brush. So I'm going to take this on a Sigma Blending E25 brush. And we're going to go in the crease with that first. So, starting at the outer corner, I'm going to swirl little circles and then bring that in.
My whole lifetime. Don't be afraid to tell me if you ain't with it. I see your focus.
And next I'm going to deepen up the crease, and I'm going to use this shade here, which is just a deeper brown, deeper light brown, but there's a bit of orange in it as well. And we're just going to deepen the crease with that and the outer corner.
So independent. It's hard for me to open up, I'll admit it. You got some shit to say and I'm here to listen, so baby.
What I'm going to do is I'm also going to take a fluffy brush like this, and I'm just going to blend out the edges so it's all blended out and seamless. So the main star of the show for this look is the Colourpop Supernova shadow in Walk of Shame. So this is the product that makes the eyes glisten really nicely. So I'm actually going to apply just a little bit straight onto the lid, and then I'm going to blend it out with my finger or a brush perhaps. I'm just going to see what's going to work best, but when I was playing with it I think I did it with a brush, so I'm just going to, oh, there's a bit of hair there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it to the areas where I didn't apply the crease colour, and because it's on an applicator you can actually get a bit of control of where you apply it. So I'm just going to make sure, apply it where I didn't apply the crease colour, and then just take it up to the crease, kind of drawing a line but not really, and then going to apply a little bit. So as you can see, I've just kind of left it just covered 2/3 of the lid. I'm just going to let it dry, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with the crease colour and just kind of blend it all in. Awesome, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just deepen the outer corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix these two shades together, and then I'm going to apply it to my outer corner. That way the Supernova shadow that I just put on, it's going to blend in with the rest of the colours. Corner and blend that in.
Show me what your love lies.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with the Supernova shadow, and I'm just going to apply just a little bit more on my left side because I feel like I've lost it a little bit in the inner corner. So I'm just going to apply just a little bit more because I really want it to pop. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a wing. So I'm actually going to be using two liquid eyeliners. I know it's a bit too much, but I find that I like to draw the tail with the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof eyeliner, and then I'll draw the rest of the wing with the Kat Von D tattoo liner. So I find the reason why with the Stila one, because it's a pen, it's just easy to draw like the tail first, and then you kind of fill it in with like the brush kind of tip applicator from Kat Von D. Actually, I'll zoom you guys in so you can see. So just making sure both the wings are the same, which they are. Then I'm going in with the Kat Von D and I'm going to drag the line in. For the look I did on my Instagram story, I used these Skeeto lashes, and this is in the shade Nebula. So these are very nice and fluffy. So I'm going to put those on, and then we're going to finish the rest of the face. Actually, before that, we're going to do the rest of the eye makeup. So just going kind of lining the bottom lash line, and then we'll finish the rest of the face. Don't be afraid to tell me if you ain't with it. Cool, awesome. So I've got the lashes on and they're very nice and fluffy, and I think it makes the eye makeup look even more better. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use those three colours I was using before, which is these three here. I'm going to combine them together on a small pencil brush like this one. This is the Morphe S12. I'm just going to pretty much dip my brush into all three. I'm going to line the bottom lash line with it. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I just want to sort of conceal and highlight under the eyes, and then I'm just going to contour with powder today. So just going to clean up the eyes, making this sort of shape under the eyes, and then the forehead, down the nose. Because when I showed this look on my Instagram story, my skin was like super highlighted. So baby, tell me what you love. I feel like with any look that you use a bit of warm colours, highlighted skin just looks so much better. So the other thing about this look was that it was super glowy as well. It was really nice, and my skin just looked very glowy. So I'm going to amp it up. First I'm going to do is put some liquid highlighter on first as like a base for my main, like my powder highlight. I'm going to use Benefit's High Beam, which I haven't used in so long. Take a Duo Fiber brush. This is my Real Techniques Duo Fiber contour brush that I use for highlighting, and I'm just going to put like the tiniest amount on my brush, and I'm going to just kind of like dab it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use this to apply to the high points of my skin. So like my cheekbones, I'm going to apply it there. Dab a little bit more, go to basically the tops of my cheekbones, the nose, the forehead area. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set the face and also bake. So I'm going to go and head with my Laura Mercier loose translucent powder, of course. So I just heard as well that they're not going to stock Laura Mercier anymore, which is really sad because now I'm going to have to stock up on my powder. I can't live without that powder. I'm going to just basically powder the center of my face only, so the chin, the nose and the forehead. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake under the eyes as well. It's actually going to just set it, so I'm going to let that bake. Okay, so after a few minutes I'm going to take the bake off. and you can still see the highlight come through. See? It's a really nice powder. Right, so I'm going to move on to contouring. I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to use the shades Shadow Play and Subconscious. Mix them together to make the best combo. And then I'm just going to basically contour my cheekbones.
Waste a day and spend the night underneath the sunrise.
See, now my face is a lot more sculpted and it looks really nice. Really nice. So make sure you blend into your hairline as well, because I tend to forget to do that. Okay, so for blush, I actually used the Colourpop Main Cheek blush here that I recently got. I'm sure you guys have watched my Colourpop haul, and this is very pigmented, so you want to be very careful how much you pick up. So I'm just going to make sure I don't have that much on my brush. Apply it to the tops of my cheekbone. Like, basically what I do is I smile and I try to drag it up, and that kind of helps lift the face up a little bit. Moving on to highlighter, I'm going to use the Flexitarian highlighter. This is the Super Shock Cheek highlighter by Colourpop, and I'm going to use the same brush that I was using before, which was my Duo Fiber brush, and I'm just going to use a tiny amount and apply it to the cheekbones. What I'm going to do next as well, which I've been doing a lot lately, is carving, just baking underneath the contour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with my powder, dip it in, and I'm going to carve that cheekbone out. So what I do is I start underneath and then I drag it down. And I'll just leave that for a couple of minutes, and then we'll be doing the last step, which is lipstick, and then we should be done. The last step is lipstick. I'm going to go in with my Superstay Matte Ink lipstick in the shade 05 Loyalist. So I actually cannot remember what shade I used in the Instagram story I did, but I'm just going to use this because I really like this shade. It's a very nice nude pink.
Feeling me, you don't gotta deny it. Baby, you gon' make me overnight it. Tell me how you down.
Set the makeup, I'm going to go in with my MAC Fist Plus, and this is in lavender, percent lavender. So, spray. And I love doing this step because if you feel like you've gone a bit cakey with your makeup, what the liquid, like what the setting spray does is just lets it seep and mix all together and just settle on the skin. But I think I did pretty well this time, so it's not too cakey. Okay guys, that's the finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial today. It's something a little bit different for me because I've never really played with like liquid, like glitter eyeshadows. So this was really fun to create, and I always love these kind of looks. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.